Vijaya, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a really popular Indian street food called kachori. They're kind of like samosas, but instead of being stuffed with potatoes or meat, they're stuffed with a spiced lentil mixture. So they're crispy and crunchy on the outside, super tender in the middle, and absolutely delicious. But before we get started, don't forget to follow me on my social media channels. As well, if you're looking for the full recipe, feel free to expand that info box down below and it's all there for you. And don't forget to subscribe, you guys. If you're feeling my videos, click subscribe and also the notification button so that you know anytime I post a video. That being said, let's go make some kachoris. Alright, let's talk moong dal. Moong dal is a type of lentil. The word dal means lentil, and in English this is known as split green gram. And the most important thing with any sort of lentil is to rinse it before working with it. So I have a little bit of cold water here. I'm going to rinse it to get rid of any sort of debris that may be there, and then I'm going to top it with hot water because I want these to plump up as quickly as possible. So they're going to hang out in that hot water on the counter for about 30 minutes. While my dal is soaking away, let's work on the dough for the kachori. Now, kachoris are notorious for being super flaky, crusty, and buttery in texture, and so we're going to start off with a little bit of all-purpose flour. And of course, we've got to season it up, got to make it taste nice. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of ghee, and now I'm going to massage everything together. So you're just going to swirl everything around. And this is the part that makes the dough super flaky. And the texture of this should kind of resemble tiny little green peas or breadcrumbs. And to bring the dough together, a little bit of water. We're going to use those digits, get in there, mix it all around, and what I'm looking for is a soft, pliable dough. My dough is done. Soft and supple, I'm loving it. So it's just gonna go into this bowl. I have a damp paper towel here. I'm gonna cover it and it's gonna hang on the counter for about 45 minutes because we really want those glutens to relax so that we can stretch the dough out nice and easy. Now I'm gonna work on my dal mixture. My dal has plumped up beautifully through soaking and all I did was drained it off. Now if you have a food processor or blender at home, just throw it in there and pulse it until it is coarsely ground. All right, lid on. Now let's give it a whirl. And it literally takes seconds, and this is what it looks like when it's ground up. Alright, I have a warm pan that's raring to go and a ton of spices that want to go in it, so let's do this. So I'm just adding a touch of ghee to the pan. There's some cumin that's going in, some ground coriander and fennel. And then one of the secret ingredients is Amchur powder, which is dried green mango powder, and it has a little bit of bite to it. It's sour and it's just going to balance everything out really nicely. I have some Cayenne chili, a little bit of turmeric, and last, a magical ingredient that's used so much in Indian cuisine, Asafoetida, which kind of tastes like a spicy leek. Okay, so we're just going to toast our spices for about 10 to 15 seconds, and now I'm going to add in my crushed lentils. Okay, in they go. Mix them around with all the spices. I'm going to go in with a nice big old pinch of salt, and we're just going to mush everything together. You want those lentils to become one with the spices. It's a bit of a process, but do you see how it's drying up? It's starting to clump together into small little bits now. And you can take your spoon like this and hit it over the top. Okay, so my moong dal is super duper dry, exactly the way I want it. So I'm just gonna take it off the heat, let it cool completely, and then we can assemble our kachoris. All right, my dough has rested. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, so nice. It's like a baby's bottom. And now we're gonna just pinch it off into ping pong size pieces of dough. Aren't they so cute, these tiny little dough balls? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip one over like this with the seam facing up. I'm going to start to flatten it out in my hand because we're kind of creating a pouch for the lentils to fit within. And you want the base, the center, to be kind of thicker than the outsides because we're going to roll them out. And because we let the dough rest, this is stretching so nice and easily. Perfect. So that's my little pouch right there. And I'm gonna take about a teaspoon of that lentil mixture, drop it right into the middle, and we're gonna pinch the dough around it. And really get in there, pinch, 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 because you don't want any of those lentils to escape. And that's one down. have these cute little dough balls that have been stuffed with lentils, but now we have to flatten them out into discs, and I like to do that by hand. So you're just gonna take each one, press it out, and just be gentle because you don't want the stuffing to sort of break through. And we're gonna make discs that are about 2.5 inches in diameter. Just like that. Now let's keep going. I have some canola oil for deep frying, and it's on medium heat, and I'm going to gently lower in these kachoris, and they're going to cook really low and slow for about 10 to 12 minutes until they puff up slightly and get nice and crisp. And just lay them away from you. I'm just splashing a little bit of oil over the surface of the kachoris, and that helps them puff up. And this is what they look like when they're done, you guys. Unbelievable, super crispy. Let's crack into one. Oh yeah, do you hear that? Yes. And on the inside, that beautiful Moong Dal mixture. The pastry is perfectly crisp on the outside with just the right amount of butteriness and that hum of gentle spices in the middle. Kachoris are so, so good, and I hope you get to try them. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, feel free to give me a big old thumbs up. You know how that makes me feel. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe for more videos. And as always, if you have a question, concern, recommendation, or just need to let me know something, leave it down below in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye!